A4FF. Second period had barely started when 3 counselors lined up outside our door with clipboards and asked for one student by name, a name none of us recognized. The whole class froze. They called out Jordan Keller, and we all looked around. No one moved. Our teacher, Mrs. Rivera, checked her roster twice, flipping through pages, and said, "There's no Jordan Keller in this class." The lead counselor frowned, exchanged glances with the others, and radioed someone. She spoke quietly into her walkie, then looked back up. "Room 214, AP Psychology, correct?" "Yes, but there's no student by that name here." They apologized and left, looking genuinely confused, whispering to each other as they disappeared down the hallway. That's when Mia's phone buzzed. She went pale, her hand shaking as she stared at the screen. "It's a group text to the whole class." She turned her screen around so we could see. Jordan Keller sat in the back corner every day this semester. You never noticed them. I whipped my head around to look at the back corner. Empty desk, but there was a navy blue jacket draped over the chair, a gray backpack on the floor, partially unzipped, a pencil case, a water bottle with stickers. How did I never see anyone sitting there? My stomach dropped. Other phones started buzzing around the room, a chorus of notification sounds. People were getting photos sent to them, yearbook pictures, candid class photos from this semester, group shots from the fall dance. There was someone in them. Same person in every single photo. Back corner, every shot. Dark hair pulled into a low ponytail, neutral expression, arms crossed. Jordan Keller. "Check the attendance," someone said, voice cracking. Mrs. Rivera pulled it up on her computer and her face went white. She scrolled slowly, then stopped. "Jordan Keller has been marked present every single day since September. Perfect attendance. 4 months of check marks. But I've never called that name during roll. I don't remember that student at all. She looked like she might be sick." Then Liam stood up without asking and walked to the back corner desk. Everyone watched him in complete silence. He hesitated, then opened the backpack. Inside were 5 spiral notebooks, all different colors, meticulously organized. He pulled one out and started flipping through pages. His eyes widened. Inside were detailed observations about each of us, our routines, our conversations, our friend groups, our secrets, things we'd said in class, who we sat with, who we ignored, all written in perfect, neat handwriting with dates and timestamps. The last entry was from today, just 15 minutes ago, second period, 9:47 a.m. Liam read it out loud. "You all failed the test. A person sat among you for 4 months and you never acknowledged their existence once. Not a single hello, not one smile, not one conversation." Jordan Keller was a social experiment planted by the psychology department to study group dynamics and social exclusion. The door opened. Someone walked in. Average height, dark hair in that same low ponytail, wearing jeans and a burgundy sweater. A familiar face we'd somehow never processed, never registered, never actually seen despite looking right at them. "Hi, I'm Jordan. You looked right through me 127 times this semester. The counselors were here to end the study early because the ethics board said this was getting too cruel, that I was showing signs of genuine psychological distress from being invisible." Jordan pulled out a manila folder with printed photos, me raising my hand while Jordan sat 2 desks away. Group projects where Jordan was physically in our circle but never included in the discussion. Lunch tables where Jordan sat at the end, and we acted like the seat was empty, piling our bags there. Jordan standing in line behind us, completely ignored. Jordan said quietly, "You were studying me the whole time." Seeing how invisible a person becomes once a group decides they don't exist, Mrs. Rivera was crying. "I marked you present every day. How did I not see you?" "You did," Jordan said. "Your brain just decided I wasn't worth remembering." Half the class broke down. The other half still couldn't grasp that he'd been there all along, listening to our talks about social psychology while being the experiment. Mrs. Rivera had to sit down. The department presented their findings 3 days later. Jordan transferred the next week. The